Hey Margaret, so I was thinking what to talk about this week, and looking around I noticed I have some model kits I haven't put together. In fact, I have like 11 unfinished model kits, which is actually not as much as my father. My father has like 14 or something sitting around, not put together. Back when I was in elementary, we actually worked on one or two together. I don't know where they're hiding at now. I might find them. Found this one in the basement. Didn't want to move it because I was afraid of any of the decals falling off. You can see it's really dusty too. This is the kind of stuff my dad used to put together. He hasn't put any together in a long time. This guy's just for quality reference. This is just an action figure. You can see they got a decent amount of detail, these old figures. But so these are kind of this is kind of a low grade one. There's a lot of like small ones you can find of the different mobile suits from the different Gundam series. They're simple to put together. If you really want any detail, you have to break out a lot of paint. And of course, since most of the instructions are in Japanese, unless you can read Japanese, you just gotta guess with some stuff. But since most instructions are graphic rather than text, it's pretty easy to put a lot of them together just from the pictures. Here's a nice one. This is one of the high grades. So high grades are nice. They have a nice amount of detail. Still a lot of there's a bunch of stickers with them sometimes. Depends on the model. The Gundam models usually don't use the decals you have to wet and put in, which, like I said, kind of eventually dry, get dusty, fall off. And here's a high grade. The difference between this is a master grade. Difference between a high grade and a master grade. Master grade usually have better articulation. Like this guy, I can't keep his arm up. There are ways people kind of work the joints on some of these high grades so that they can hold their weapons and stuff up. But the master grades are much better articulation. You can pose them a lot of different ways. You have a lot of different movable parts. You have a lot of details. Obviously, if I wanted more details, I could take a marker and darken in around all the edges of the different parts. Let me see if I can get this guy's back of his leg pops open. This guy's actually got a couple optional parts that I didn't use. I ended up opting for having a bazooka on his back, which there's a couple different options for this one. So, but of course, unless you can't have them all unless you buy multiple model kits, and that gets expensive pretty quick. And these are a lot more expensive than they used to be too. I wish I'd gotten more when they were cheaper. But oh, there we go. Yeah. So you got a little bit of detail inside as well. Here's two of my other master grades that I've completed. Both versions of the original Gundam. This one is actually called a perfect grade, or no, I'm sorry. Perfect grade is a different grade of model kit, and it's a lot more detailed than these guys are. It's taller too, probably by that much. I don't know. They're big. They have a lot more detail. I haven't gotten the funds together for buying one because they're really expensive. This guy is like, this actually originated as a fan design of like the complete version. A bunch more gear added to him. He's got mines hidden in his shield. He's got the big gun on his shoulder, and I just knocked that around his antenna. Yeah, fun fact, the V's on the Gundams are actually supposed to be antennas for communication systems and such. Yeah, he's got guns on his arm too. Pretty neat design. I got two unfinished ones. Gundam Leopard, which was it's an interesting one. It's a lot of missiles and stuff, kind of like Heavy Arms. I've also got another Master Grade, which is a Nemo, which is kind of similar to the GM. Unfortunately, I've forgotten that I had these. I haven't touched them in a long time, and there I go knocking a piece off. Yeah, you can see there's a little pilot sitting inside. Well, that's all for me this week. Hopefully, sometime in the future, I'll get some more model kits done, because I have a couple. I have more than a few Star Wars ones. Hopefully, I can get one of those put together sometime, maybe over the summer, and have something else to show you on a future vlog. So I'll see you next time, Margaret.